You have repeatedly said to me that in politics, Caesar's wife should be above suspicion.
As far as I am concerned.
What then about the candidate you support as a potential future Prime Minister? Should
And
she not be above suspicion?
May I know those who are being projected as Prime Ministers?
So if you project a
They
bad
are as
person on
pure
the
as
right,
white
you
snow.
should project an even worse person on the left.
No, no. I think she is the best person. If you are,
Okay.
if you are
Let's
going to
then
argue
put
it.
aside her personal integrity.
Yes,
and
that's what I am
allegations
saying. We are
of
not
honesty. Let's come to
discussing.
her
We are not
politics.
discussing.
You say she's
And
the
you
best
mentioned the
person.
CBI.
Let's come.
You mentioned the CBI. It's a political tool that is being used.
It's a tool that she's used 10 times in 1
it's
year
a tool.
herself to order investigations.
It's a
she
tool
has faith
and
in
nothing
them.
has come.
She has faith in them. She keeps
Tell
using the
me,
CBI for investigations 10
Unfortunately,
times in
I
1
also
year.
mentioned the CBI because that happens to be the highest agency in our country, the prosecuting
You said a moment
and the
ago-
investigative agency.
You said a moment ago she was the best person to be Prime Minister of India. Do you stand by that?
I stand by it.
All right. Let's
At
then
the
look
moment,
at her
that is
politics.
true. That is at the moment.
You say at the moment it's true. Let's
Yes.
look at her politics. 3 times she has allied with the BJP to become Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. She has campaigned for Narendra Modi. Surely that is again an association that undermines your commitment to secularism.
Oh, you want to talk about secularism?
I want to talk about you and Mayawati. By
Those who
supporting her,
voted-
you're undermining your secularism, your principles.
those who voted, you see, in the confidence vote for Manmohan Singh, crossed over from the BJP. One of them happens to be the accused number 8
How is that an
in
answer
the
to my
Babri
question?
demolition case.
How
I am
is-
saying,
How is that an answer to my question?
you see, if you are going to the court of equity and fair justice, you should go with clean hands. You can't, you see, sup with the devil. You can't sup with the devil and talk about others.
I assume that the left has clean hands. The point I'm
It has.
making is that in allying with the BJP, with Mayawati, you've dirtied your hands. Worse still, you've undermined your commitment to secularism. She's not only alleged to be
So,
corrupt, she's
you
a
are-
friend of Narendra Modi. She's been an ally of the BJP.
She is no
3
friend
times.
of Narendra Modi.
She campaigned for him.
Oh, you
She
forget all
campaigned for him.
Oh, you forget all that. You see,
Why
who
forget all
campaigned
that?
for what?
Because it's inconvenient?
Oh, many inconvenient things are being forgotten by you, by the way. You people are people with double standards.
But are you
Coming from the
opportunistic?
elitist class, you are people with double standards.
But the elite may have double standards. Should the left have them? You never
I
did
don't have.
before. Have you now adopted them
No,
yourself?
no. I think in this country, if a new alternative has to be, achieved, this is the beginning that we are making.
So find the lady
At
with
the
the
moment-
worst
at
allegations
the
of
moment,
corruption,
no.
with the worst possible track record on secularism, and promote her to be Prime Minister. That's the way of achieving
The
change.
lady who has the most backing today. Most backing. You will be amazed, you see, when
Mr.
you see
Bardhan,
the results
you
of
know
the next
what
election.
people who hold left values dear, people who look up to the CPI and to you personally will say, they'll say at best his endorsement of Mayawati is opportunism, at worst he's turned his back on his own principles.
I have not turned my back on any principles. I am a man of integrity, and my party, as you know, nobody could knock at the doors of our party for trying to
You know something
bribe
else?
them, you see,
you
in
know
order to
something
vote.
else? You know something else?
Yes.
When you were an ally of the Congress, the reins were in your hand. Now that you are an ally of Mayawati, you're dancing to her tune. Prakash Karat is always the junior person at the press conference. She dominates, he plays second fiddle. So not only have you allied with someone who undermines you, but even in terms of
I don't
stature,
know. I
you're
don't know.
reduced to
You see,
number 2.
I don't know that in orchestra everybody plays the first fiddle.
You're happy to be second.
I'm happy to be second. I don't mind it.
So the left has demoted itself quite happily.
No, I am not talking of the entire left. But then the left has an identity of its own. She has an identity of her own. And the
You know
UNPA, the TDP and all these,
Let
they
me
also
tell you
have an
something.
identity of their own.
If this were Hamlet, she looks like the prince, the left look like the second grave digger. That's the level of the unimportance she casts in your direction.
You can go on quoting many things. I can also quote if you like. But then the whole point is that will not lead us to any results as far as India is concerned.
You stubbornly insist that your commitment to Mayawati is in line with left principles and it doesn't undermine your integrity.
Let me tell you that the lowest point of democracy that was reached in this country was when the victory of those managers of, abstentions and rigging and floor crossing and winning votes.
Quite right. And you
buying votes, all that was done.
And now you're suggesting
and you
to
know
me
full
that
well
you're trying equally hard to go down to that level by supporting a lady who undermines your integrity and undermines your political principles.
Not one of her could be bought. Not one of ours could be bought. You know that well.
And that's the pact that unites you.
That's the fact that shows our integrity and the fact that we cannot be purchased.
Let's then take a break and let's come back and talk about the second instance that has shattered the faith the Indian urban middle classes had in the left. The expulsion of Somnath Chatterjee and your party's endorsement of it. That's in a moment's time. See you after.